from her phone did not record cause.
Not guilty of.
From surprise and denial to expressions of anger and non-acceptance, the defendants exhibited a range of different reactions, making the court proceedings tense and sometimes chaotic. In addition, due to the gruesome nature of the cases, we have chosen to provide only the information that we believe is suitable for everyone. Therefore, if you are a sensitive viewer, please consider this before continuing. Here are the most viewed crazy courtroom moments of all time.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
All right, Mr. O'Neal, please stop using,
Whole entire case. You heard Khalil Brown.
Starting the list, Ronnie Oneal III, a 29-year-old individual who once became the center of media attention due to a perplexing and tragic case, has endured a tumultuous and challenging life. Ronnie Oneal III's life took a dark turn when he became entangled in legal troubles. Ronnie Oneal III committed a horrifying crime that shook the entire United States. On March 18, 2018, in Riverview, Florida, in an uncontrollable fit of rage, Ronnie brutally murdered his partner, Kenyatta, and harmed his own children. The flames of madness didn't stop there, as Ronnie III went on to commit an extreme act, setting fire to their house, turning it into a scene of unforgivable horror. Despite suffering severe injuries, Ronnie Oneal IV, his 8-year-old son, cleverly escaped the clutches of his ruthless father. The young boy became the sole survivor and a crucial witness, opening a new chapter in this horrifying investigation. In contrast to Ronnie IV's fortunate escape, his sister, Ron Neve, could not evade the brutality and remained forever trapped in the shadows of what should have been a safe home. This case not only shocked the public due to its brutality, but also because of Ronnie's unconventional self-representation in court. He took on the role of his own attorney, a highly unusual and contentious decision.
Recording from her phone did not record cause.
the evidence shows or does not show. All right? Thank you.
They didn't call Khalil Brown to tell you that, but I want you to tell it like it is if you're going to tell it.
The trial proceedings were complex and tense, with many heart-wrenching details revealed. Courtroom consequences. The trial for Ronnie III began on June 16, 2021. Ronnie III served as his own attorney in addition to his counsel, cross-examining his surviving son, Ronnie IV, who testified as a witness for the prosecution. Throughout the trial, Ronnie III claimed that his son had lied to investigators about the incident. Ronnie III asked him, "Did I hurt you that night of the incident?" And the boy replied, "Yes." Ronnie III then asked him, "How did I hurt you?" The boy replied, "You stabbed me." This was truly distressing, leaving many outraged at this murderer's continued infliction of harm upon the child. Ultimately, after a series of tense and dramatic court sessions, Ronnie Oneal III was convicted of murder and domestic violence, and he faced the stern penalties of the law. Ronnie IV was renamed Ronnie Blair and was adopted by Detective Mike Blair, the officer who cared for the boy on the night of the murder. Despite lingering traumatic memories, Ronnie Blair now has the opportunity to start a new life, receiving the care and love he rightfully deserves. Daniel Villegas underwent a complex and controversial legal journey related to imprisonment and wrongful conviction. Immediately after midnight on April 10, 1993, 4 young men, Jesse Hernandez, Juan Medina, Armando Lazo, and Robert England, were walking home after a party in northeast El Paso, Texas. They were at the intersection of Trans Mountain Road and Electric Street when a car pulled up next to them, and someone in the passenger seat began firing a gun. England, 18 years old, and Lazo, 17 years old, tragically lost their lives, while the other 2 young men managed to escape. Daniel Villegas, a Mexican-American man who was only 16 years old at the time, was charged with the murder of his two friends in the city of El Paso, Texas. Police collected physical evidence at the crime scene and inside the house where the incident occurred. No evidence, including fingerprints, handprints, hair fibers, or other traces, was found to be linked to Villegas. He was sentenced to life in prison in 1995 based on his confession and that of a friend. Initially, Daniel Villegas provided a confession about his involvement in the crime. However, he later recanted, claiming that his initial confession had been coerced under pressure from the police and the prosecutor. For many years afterward, Daniel Villegas maintained his innocence, stating that his confession had been forced through police and prosecutor pressure. In 2013, a review of the case took place after one of the key witnesses changed their testimony and declared that they had made a mistake in identifying Villegas as the perpetrator. However, the court refused to reconsider Villegas' initial conviction. In 2018, Daniel Villegas was released after being wrongfully convicted and spending over 18 years in prison.
Not guilty of...
Changes in witness testimony and the efforts of his lawyers and support group played a crucial role in resolving his situation. In many wrongful conviction cases, factors like coerced confessions, unreliable evidence, and lack of transparency in the legal process can lead to miscarriages of justice. Sometimes at night, Daniel Villegas wakes up and taps on the walls of his house or wherever he is to check if he is dreaming or not. He will verify whether he is truly free and not in prison. Although he has been exonerated and released from prison, the time he spent behind bars cannot be compensated for. No.
You just gave me 4 years. Well, guess what?
Unlike the moment of joy for Villegas in the courtroom, Ricky Hand, a man convicted of multiple armed robberies, threw feces in the courtroom after learning he would face 40 years in prison. Courtroom consequences. During the court session on June 22, 2016, 46-year-old Ricky Hand asked the judge, "Did you just give me 40 years, sir?" "You just gave me 40 years?" "Well, guess what?" And reached for something under his arm. Officials stated that Hand had hidden bottles filled with feces and urine in the wrist brace he was wearing. Just seconds after the outburst, courtroom officials were able to restrain Hand. The sheriff's office is currently investigating the incident in the courtroom. Hand may face a new serious charge. He had been released from prison for a robbery in 2011, less than 6 months before his criminal activities began in January. Initially, Hand faced 30 charges of breaking and entering, safecracking, serious robbery, kidnapping, and attempted safecracking due to a series of crimes in Clark County. Eventually, he pleaded guilty to 7 charges. Hand pleaded guilty in hopes of a lighter sentence and to address his drug problem. In the end, he only faced charges for 7 out of the 30 alleged robberies, but that was enough to land him a 40-year sentence in a dark room. Hand couldn't accept this reality. He erupted in rage and disrupted the courtroom. Some people believe this man should have been thoroughly searched before entering the courtroom. There should be a rule for a pre- and post-examination when he leaves, and it seems that this was not done. 40 years is too much, but you must be prepared to face prison if you choose to rob without first establishing a solid career in finance. What do you think about Ricky Hand's sentences and actions? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to watch the latest videos from us. Goodbye, and see you again. Thanks.